Good Saturday morning, everybody watching my channel, watching this video. More specifically, I have an extraordinary reward for you this morning. What is today? Early November. I can't remember the exact date, but the first Saturday of November 2022. And to my pleasant surprise, this package came in a lot earlier than I expected. Because usually when I order from Alibaba, and I have ordered quite a number of pricey merchandise from Alibaba. I got these two scooters over here. Both of these are from Alibaba. You might have seen my massage chair video. That was sourced from Alibaba. Not all from the same vendor or supplier, different suppliers, but all through the Alibaba platform. I also got this thing. You might not know, but that is, what do you call that? Peppermint essential oil. So I got a whole bottle of that. And then you also might have seen my portable power station video. That one's also from Alibaba. But usually from Alibaba, it takes an inordinate amount of time to get to my door. Like the massage chair took almost 2 months. These scooters, about a month. So when this arrived after 10 days, I was super pleased because, so I paid them, I can't remember exactly when, but it feels like 10 days. I'll show you the exact paperwork so you can see the exact timeline and lead time. But hey, it's already here. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna unpack this together so you can see what I just ordered from Alibaba. And I don't do this very often. Maybe like twice a year I'll do an order from Alibaba. So it's gotta be something that I really want. It can't just be like just some run-of-the-mill bike or whatever. I'm not gonna just do one of those orders. For those little minor orders, I just go on Amazon, so I would just get it right away. But Alibaba, it's got to be something special. It's got to be something that's just not your everyday commonplace, gadget or product. Because otherwise, I just go on AliExpress. So there is something called AliExpress, and AliExpress is the retail version of Alibaba. And so like little blender thing, I'll source it from AliExpress. I got a lot of stuff from AliExpress, like a little lighter, arc lighter, all that AliExpress. But Alibaba, not very often. And here, let me just get this out of the way before I forget. There are some myths associated with Alibaba, and I myself had these notions when I first encountered Alibaba for the first time myself as well. So I'm going to clear out some of these misconceptions. Initially, they were just rumors, and I found out they're all false. So the first one is Alibaba is for bulk buying. So bulk orders. So wholesale orders. So you got to buy like quantity 1,000. So you can't just buy one hat, for example. You got to buy quantity 1,500 hats. And who's gonna want to have a large palette of hats, right? Or let's not talk about hats. Let's say scooters, for example. You got to buy like quantity 10 scooters before they would want to deal with you, right? That is not true. On Alibaba, you can actually do something called request a sample. And they're not going to give you a sample for free, obviously, but they will send you quantity 1, and they'll call it the sample, and they'll charge you whatever you negotiate with them on. Like, for example, my massage chair. I didn't have to buy 20 massage chairs and then have to sell or find buyers for the other 19. I just want to keep one, right? I can just source one from the supplier. These scooters, for example, I just got one. That little bottle thing, you don't have to buy 1,000 of those. You just buy one. Now they're gonna charge you. Obviously, as expected, they are gonna charge you a higher price if you just have one. If you just source quantity 1. for as a sample. Now, if you order like 1,000 of those, I'm pretty sure you can negotiate the prices down, but you don't have to order in bulk. However, it is meant for large shipments. So if you want the quantity 1 on most products, you go to AliExpress. So there are some suppliers who will not sell you quantity 1. So just keep that in mind. So for the most part, the vendors / suppliers I've been dealing with, they have been pretty cool with just selling me 1, but I have come across some that say, yeah, you got to do 1,000 of these. Like what do you call it? I got these tires. So not tires, inner tubes. So here are inner tubes. These are inner tubes for my electric scooters. And so I asked them, can I just get quantity 3? And they think, no, minimum is quantity 30. So for that one, I had to buy quantity 30. So there are exceptions, but most of the time, I think they'll be cool with just sending you quantity 1 samples. Number 2. So the number 2 myth is it takes a whole lot of time, and it did. But recently, it seems like Alibaba has been decreasing their lead time. So now this one just took 10 days instead of 30 days or 60 days. Now the massage chair took almost 2 months. That took forever. The reason for that was the logistics, because I didn't opt for the more expensive option where they'll take care of the import duties. I had to take care of that part. So there's a caveat with the massage chair, but for the most part, yeah, it takes about a month. And then this one, just 10 days. And then the number 3 myth is that it's a scam. Okay, Alibaba is not a scam. Now I can't speak for all the vendors and all the suppliers on Alibaba, because it's just like eBay, for example. There might be scam sellers on eBay, obviously, of course. But for the most part, you see something called trade assurance associated. There's a little symbol, a trade assurance symbol. I forgot what it looks like. But if you see that, more likely than not, you can trust the vendors. And everything that I've ordered, and I've ordered, I'd say maybe 10 items from Alibaba, and nothing has gone missing or nothing has been fraudulent. Everything I ordered have been shipped to my door, and except the massage chair, I had to go pick that one up. But it was something that was negotiated on. Like, it's not like it was a surprise. It was a shock. Oh, you know what? I thought it was gonna come to my door, and now I gotta drive, and I gotta rent a pickup truck and drive to a warehouse and then pick it up. No, it was already notified. They had already notified me in advance. That's how it was gonna be. So for the most part, Alibaba is actually very trustworthy, and I would recommend you doing business on that platform very much. So with that out of the way, let's open this thing up. All right, so you are probably wondering, why is my workbench missing? Well, let me answer that question first before we open. Hey, welcome to the patio of my backyard. If you haven't been back here, if you haven't seen this back here yet, this is what it looks like. And this is the project I am working on right now. That workbench inside, I relocated back here so that it's just easier for me to upgrade. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing an upgrade. I'm installing another tier shelving down here, so I have more storage to work with. In addition to that, I am reinforcing, or actually I did already reinforce this panel right here. It's kind of like a Frankenstein piece of lumber, but it's very, very strong. That's gonna get installed on the workbench after this one gets done. All right, before I open this up, let's check out the details of this box. It's made of fairly thick plywood, so they really took an effort to protect whatever content is inside of here. So it has this little label here for making sure that this thing stands upward and don't submerge the thing in water, and it's fragile, so be careful with it. And then it also has this sticker here indicating that there is lithium battery inside this box. All right, so I'm really pleased at how much protection they provided. So this is an inch thick piece of foam for protection, and then here's another piece, and then this is what it is. Look at that. Remind you of anything? Little Boston Dynamics spot robot. Okay, so I don't know what this thing is. So this is what it says. This is the calibration square. Let me just leave this aside. Alright, so let's see how heavy it is. Oh shit, they gotta remove the foam. Okay, so there's something here. This feels like the battery. Okay, battery, and then here is the Go 1 Pro itself. Oh, it feels like maybe 25 pounds. No, yeah, maybe 30 pounds. I don't know how much exactly it weighs, but it feels like 30 pounds. Really strong and well machined. Look at the precision machinery on this little back plate here. So this is the Go 1 Pro itself. So you can see it right here. That's the sticker. It says Go 1 Pro. This looks like it's the charger. This is the charger. I don't know what these things are. What the hell is this? I'm not sure. I'll figure out what this is. So this looks like the remote control. So you can control it using this this transmitter. And then what are these things? These things look like they are replacement feet for the robot. So that's what they may be. I'm not sure. And then over here, I don't know what this thing is. This looks like a almost like a vacuum cleaner adapter tube. And then here looks like this is the tracker. So I watch a couple of YouTube videos, and it looks like this is called a digital remote controller, but it's also a tracking device so that the robot knows how to follow or where you are, so it can follow you. Okay, so and then what the heck is this? Why do I have this for? So this is another kind of power adapter. Not sure why there's multiple power adapters. This might be for this might be for the transmitter, and then this is for the robot charging itself. That's what I'm guessing. But yay! I finally got my own robot. You have no idea how long I have wanted one of these. I still recall vividly the first time I saw that Spot robot from Boston Dynamic on a YouTube video. Like, you remember that scene from Men in Black, Agent J, Will Smith's character? I forgot what he saw, but he said, "I gotta get me one of those." Like, it was one of those laser blasters that he was or he saw as an agent, an intergalactic police agent. But when I saw Spot, like, I gotta get me one of those. So unfortunately, Spot made by Boston Dynamic costs about, it's, what is it, like 2 years salary, $75,000. So like that's out of the question. It's just too expensive. What do you call that word? Inordinately inordinately expensive. So I could not acquire Spot, but then I saw this, which is like a Spot clone. I don't know how good it is compared to Spot. I would have to try it out, but it's $4,000 with shipping and taxes and import duty. So it's like close to $5,000. But I mean, $5,000 is something that I can afford. but not obviously not 75. But yeah, it's just almost unreal. It's kind of surreal right now that I actually have my hand. See, look, you can see it. My hand. This is my hand, and bam, I have my hand on the robot. So it almost feels like a dream.